Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and welcome. My name's Richard Ishwood, registered nurse, work from a clinic in the UK called No More Earwax. Welcome to episode 35. I had to think about it then. This one's called Abnormal Growth in Ear. Now, the first couple of ears you're going to see from the same patient, it's not in that one, it's in the third one. And I'm only saying that because I know the chap who this is, this first one, might be thinking, oh, there's an abnormal growth in here. It's not yours, it's the one after you. I was quite keen to get this one on because it's a relatively straightforward one, but I know the chap there, he was quite interested when we were showing him on the screen after we did it, and he said, oh, I hope that makes it to the cut. He was looking forward to it, so hello if you're watching. And yes, it did make the cut. So yeah, we've got the first ear here, as you can see, already pulled out our good old chunk then. Now these two ears were very different. Look, nice and clear there. And it's not uncommon. Nice little chunk there. It's not uncommon for one ear to be fully blocked and there to be not an issue with the other one. As this one, you can see, the second one is not fully blocked at all. But it's odd, you've just kind of got this caked on bit around the side and partly on the roof of the ear canal as well. As to why, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. But we do get a lot of people who produce more in one than they do in the other. Sometimes it can be down to one's narrower, one's a bit hairier, a bit bendier. But a lot of the time, don't know really. And it's okay to say you don't know something sometimes. Nobody knows everything. Actually, I've only met one nurse who does know everything. And learned a lot from her. So this one was a bit tricky. As the first one, it was a good old chunk, big old chunk, fully blocking the ear canal, but came out pretty easily because it had a bit of oil in it, so it was a lot softer, slid out without too much trouble. But this one, because I didn't think there was a problem in this, obviously hadn't got any oil in that. So it's dried and it's caked on. Now, whilst removing this, it's not going to make too much difference, well, if any, to the hearing at all, because you can see all of the eardrum in the distance there. It's worth removing because it's going to act as a blockage to the new wax and skin that's going to be made, and when it's trying to travel out, it'll just join that one and eventually grow and possibly turn into the other one in the far future. So it was certainly worth getting rid of. But I think we've put a bit of oil in just at this point, I think. As you can see, it's slightly darker there, just because it was so stuck. So it needed a good fair bit of oil to help me unstick it. I'm just trying to peel it away from the roof there. You have to get in some odd positions sometimes and weird angles depending on where the wax is. You might also notice, I've never said this before, you might watch some of the videos and you see different angles and the suction tube coming from maybe a different side to the camera and what have you. I'm actually left-handed. Obviously you need two hands to do this, one to hold the endoscope, the camera that records it with, and one to hold the tube. But my dominant hand is my left hand. All the best people are left-handed, aren't they? All special. Let me know if you're one of the special people down below. And I'm left-handed, so the camera's actually holding in my right hand. And the suction tube I'm holding in my left hand. And obviously the majority of people you see will be right-handed. Or the normos, as we like to call them. So it's finally starting to give way, this one. But yeah, it did put up right battle just trying to unstick this thing from his canal wall. It might have been causing some irritation. But like I said before, it's more about preventing a problem in the future, getting rid of this little chunk that's caked onto the side. So yeah, the last one that you're going to see in this, abnormal growth. Yeah, I'm not actually going to tell you what I think it is, because I know a lot of you guys watch a lot of these videos, and you're probably quite well educated in a lot of them. If not, that's not a problem. Feel free to use Google, have a look what you think it might be. I've got a reasonable suspicion what I think it is. But then there's the second ear, nice and clear. I want you guys to let me know. See if you can spot it first as we go in. Those eagle-eyed will have probably already spotted it. And just let me know down below what you think this might be or could be. Needless to say, obviously as soon as I saw it, it was images, videos and a relatively urgent letter to be sent to the patient's GP for them to look into, or if not, refer onwards to A&T to get this thing looked at in a bit more detail. Which is what we should always do. It's not our job to diagnose, even though I'm relatively experienced. I'm also a nurse prescriber. I don't think I've mentioned that before, but when you see things that you think, yeah, I have a good suspicion, you can always tell the GPs and the doctors, you think, I think this is this, can you look into this? But ultimately, it's the medics, the doctors, the jobs to formally diagnose something. But yeah, we're going to get this looked into. And it's not a full removal list. Reason being, it was very difficult because of what was there to try and get round and to get all the instruments round. And what was actually left behind. I'm going to try and get a bit of it now from just behind. We do manage to get a bit, but there's a bit that's, sorry, it's a bit blurry. There's a bit deeper down that couldn't quite get, because this thing was in the way of it. It was quite difficult and it was quite time consuming to have a go at this. But the bit down there, deeper at the bottom, it was really dark and really dry, and it was really stuck. It just hadn't had a chance to get some oil. I did have a go at it, but I'm not going to show that because we didn't get it. So what I've advised the patient to do is to have a week or so more of oil and then come back. I'll upload the second video if I can when the patient comes back so we can get the job finished. But sometimes it does take 2 goes to get everything out, because obviously you have other patients, and if something takes particularly a long time, I'm not in the business of keeping people waiting. I do give quite a long time for my appointments. I give 45 minutes, but that involves a bit of a good chat first, because as you know, I like a bit of a chat, a bit of a chinwag. And so yeah, I don't want to make anybody late. So listen, I said, rather than me rushing this, let's go away, have a bit more oil in it, and we'll come back next week and hopefully it'll be a bit softer and we can get it out a bit easier. So there it is. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think that might be. It'll be interesting to see if anyone has the same thoughts as me. Stay tuned, don't go away yet, because there's a little question I've got for you at the end. Now, I like these analytics on the page. It says where people are watching from, how old they are and what have you. I saw this one on one of my videos, and this was a video, it wasn't, it had like hundreds, if not maybe more than 1,000 odd views, but not one single man. And I'm just wondering why. Yeah, I'm not going to say which video it was because I know I'm going to get a man watching it now, so we're going to spoil that stat. But I'm just curious why you guys think that might be. I know I don't think it's anything to do with me, but let me know in the comments down below why you think that ladies are more inclined to like watching these kind of things, because I genuinely have no idea. But anyway, for now, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, heart, whatever it is, anything that helps to get the algorithms to get me noticed more, so I can retire a bit earlier. And the more the more like, shares, follows on this, actually I can actually have time to put more videos on. If you do more of this, then I can be able to get more videos on, because I won't have to do as much actual work, and I can get more of these on for you. Anyway, I'm waffling now. But for now, take care of yourself, and I will see you later. Take care for now. Bye-bye.